Okay, now let's have a closer look. This is a submission from Mike. Thank you very much for submitting this footage. I hope you're okay. So let's look at this and what happened. I'm going to play it over a couple times here just on the screen. And we'll kind of start with what went wrong, okay? What went wrong on this jump? So first of all, as you can see right here, ouch. What went wrong on this jump has everything to do with what happened here at the beginning of the launch of the lip, okay? And between there and right here at the very end of the lip of the jump, okay? So the ramp that you started riding on to take you up into the air, everything that went wrong right here. You actually did a good job, really good job of standing up nice and tall coming into the jump. A lot of times you might feel like it's a little safer to kind of squat down. That just makes you more prone to making the mistake of getting collapsed into the jump, okay? So you did a good job standing up. Why that's important, again, is that it keeps you from getting compressed into the jump. And the way to do this, again, is just stand up tall, like you would if you were trying to get measured at the doctor's office or if you're trying to impress somebody and you want to stand up tall. So standing up tall, did a good job on that. Okay, and right here you can tell that the bike goes up in the air, and I mean maybe your head goes up like an inch or two. This is one of the most abrupt compressions I've seen in a while, which is why you're going this high up in the air. I mean, check this out. That is some serious height. Wow. And furthermore, I have to just stop here and commend you for, man, this could have been a lot worse. I hope you didn't get hurt, but this is actually again, I'm not there. I don't know what happened, but in terms of what I'm seeing here on the screen, this is actually a phenomenal break fall. In martial arts, if you were to fall down like this, you're, from what I'm seeing here, giving yourself a really good chance of not getting hurt at all. I really hope you're safe. But man, that was actually quite an athletic move from this point up high down to ouch on the ground. So good job on that, man. Every single bit of this, I'm going to give you one piece of feedback, and it's actually to not jump your bike. Now, what I'm not saying is I don't believe in you, stay away from mountain biking. What I am saying is that the way you can improve this is to instill a specific motor control in your body that you can transfer from doing something very safe while you're learning it and literally immediately learn the skill for on the bike. And that skill is jumping on a trampoline. Okay, so the trampoline principle, as I'm going to call it off the top of my head here, it's the same exact move. What it is you're basically, you might bend your knees and your hips a tiny little bit in order to, in order to get a little bit of extra bounce. But what you're really doing is you're using the springs in the trampoline to throw you up in the air. That's exactly what you need to do on a mountain bike, except it's not the springs throwing you in the air. It's the shape of the jump. Does that make sense? So there's a video that's fairly well known. It's gotten like a bazillion views online talking about standing up into the jump. They're actually right. And the only thing I would say though is that that's super helpful for someone who is almost good at jumping or they've been good at jumping before. Because if you do not know how to jump and all you do is go 30 miles an hour to jump and you try to apply this concept of standing up into the jump, you may possibly do it wrong just because your body is borrowing from a movement pattern that it doesn't know yet. Does that make sense? That's why it's critically important to do this work off the bike. So here, I'm actually going to make a quick video describing how to do the trampoline principle and kind of give you some side-by-side versions of how to do it wrong and how to do it right. But honestly, I would work on that first. And once you get the feel of how to do the trampoline principle off the bike and safely on a trampoline, hey, go take it out and find a really nice tabletop jump. Practice it, because if you can do this on a 2 or 3 foot long tabletop jump, then you can do this on a 30 or 40 or 50 foot jump. It's the same exact principle. It just requires a little bit more bravery to do the bigger jumps. Same movement though. Hopefully this helps. See you on the other side. Yeah, hopefully this helps, Mike. Hope it resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, hopefully this helps you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the submission again.